How ancient humans found food without farming. Have you ever wondered how humans survived before farms, before supermarkets, before villages, before civilization itself? Imagine waking up tomorrow in a world with no crops, no roads, no stores, no electricity, and no one to help you. Just endless wilderness. Now ask yourself one question. Would you survive for even a week? Most people wouldn't last 3 days. Yet our ancestors survived for over 300,000 years without planting a single seed. No wheat, no rice, no livestock, and somehow they became the most successful species on Earth. How? The answer is far more fascinating than most history books tell us. Because ancient humans weren't just hunters carrying spears. They were expert psychologists, animal trackers, botanists, engineers, and perhaps the greatest survivalists the world has ever seen. Today, we're traveling back tens of thousands of years to discover how ancient humans found food before farming existed, and why their survival strategies still amaze archaeologists today. Close your eyes for a moment. It's 40,000 years ago. The sun has barely risen. The air is cold. You haven't eaten since yesterday. There's no guarantee you'll eat today. Every decision you make could mean the difference between life and death. This wasn't an adventure. This was everyday life. Modern humans, known scientifically as Homo sapiens, evolved roughly 300,000 years ago in Africa. For almost all of human history, people lived as hunter-gatherers. Agriculture only appeared around 12,000 years ago. That means more than 95% of human history happened without farming. Anthropologist Richard Wrangham has argued that food, and especially the mastery of cooking, played a central role in shaping the evolution of the human body and brain. But before cooking transformed diets, someone first had to find the food, and that was never easy. Contrary to what movies often show, ancient humans didn't hunt giant animals every single day. Large hunts were dangerous. A single mistake could lead to broken bones, infections, or death. Instead, archaeological evidence suggests that ancient diets were remarkably diverse. They collected berries, wild fruits, roots, tubers, seeds, nuts, honey, bird eggs, shellfish, fish, insects, small mammals, and whenever the opportunity came, larger prey. In many environments, plants actually supplied a major portion of daily calories. Research by archaeobotanists has shown microscopic starch grains preserved on ancient stone tools, revealing that humans processed wild plants long before agriculture began. This completely changed how scientists viewed early diets. For decades, people imagined ancient humans surviving almost entirely on meat. The evidence tells a different story. They were opportunistic, flexible. They ate whatever the landscape offered, and that flexibility became humanity's greatest weapon. Imagine walking through a forest with no map, no compass, no internet, yet somehow knowing which berries are edible, which mushrooms are poisonous, which roots contain water, which trees attract animals, and which sounds signal danger. This knowledge was an instinct. It was education. Children learned by watching adults for years. Every plant had a story. Every footprint meant something. Every season changed the menu. Survival wasn't about strength. It was about information. Anthropologist Louis Binford emphasized that hunter-gatherer societies relied on deep ecological knowledge rather than brute force alone. That knowledge turned unfamiliar landscapes into living supermarkets. Then came one of humanity's greatest inventions, fire. According to the work of Richard Wrangham, cooking unlocked more calories from food, reduced harmful pathogens, and made many roots and tubers edible that would otherwise have been difficult or impossible to digest. Fire didn't simply cook dinner. It expanded the menu. Suddenly, plants that once caused stomach problems became valuable food. Meat lasted longer. Bones could be cracked open more easily for nutritious marrow. Entire new food sources became available. Without fire, human history may have unfolded very differently. But there was one food source so valuable People were willing to risk death for it. Honey, before sugar existed, honey was pure treasure. Some rock art, including famous paintings in Spain known as a honey hunter, suggests that prehistoric people climbed dangerous cliffs using ropes or vines just to collect honey from wild bee colonies. The reward? Thousands of calories packed into a single harvest. Imagine risking your life while surrounded by angry bees. That's how valuable energy was. But here's the twist. What if I told you hunting wasn't actually the hardest part of finding food? The real challenge was knowing where food would appear months before it existed. Ancient humans didn't just search randomly. They could predict nature. And that ability may have been the true secret behind humanity's survival. Let's see how they did it.